Hey guys, welcome back. I've been seeing a lot of people doing their 2025 planner, talk through what their plans are for the new year. Goodness, that is so early, but it kind of got me thinking about what I was planning on doing for 2025. And I know that Hobonichi is going to be doing their previews in the next couple weeks. I think they release some previews in August. So I thought I would just kind of do a little video going over what I'm thinking for 2025. And I'm actually not even sure if I'm going to be posting this video just because of how chatty it's going to be. It's really just me talking my way through it for my own help. But anyway, let's just get right into it. I'm just going to start with what I initially purchased and then what I got later on. So my initial setup for the year was a Hobonichi Techo A6 and a Hobonichi Weeks. And I think I was also at that time playing around with a pocket bullet journal and a Traveler's Company in the standard size. First and foremost, I'm not repurchasing the A6 in the Hobonichi. I just was not using it really at all. You can see here, like, there was a lot of blank that happened. So I'm gonna, just take note of that and respect the fact that this didn't work for me, and I'm putting it aside. The Hobonichi Weeks, I always enjoy Hobonichi Weeks. I love the portability. I think it is such a cozy kind of landing base, and I really do quite like it. But one of the reasons why I adore the Hobonichi Weeks, obviously, is the original Tomoe River paper. I did a full video on why I don't like the new Tomoe River paper, and I mean, that still holds true for me. That's part of the reason why I haven't been using this close to at all. But I'm kind of like debating whether or not the layout for me is going to trump the fact that the paper is not my favorite anymore. But I'm going to circle back to that. This was one of the other things that I bought, and I did get good use out of this. I took it to work, and it was my work planner. I kind of fell off a little bit once we had moved, but I still really like this guy. And then I can't remember when I started in this system. I can double check here. Okay, I think I started sometime in Feb. Yeah, I was in here by Feb, so not too late. Anyway, I started with the Jibun Techo. This is the B6 Slim in the 2-book system because this is the days, and I just fell in love with it. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this without a doubt. It just completely replaced the Hobonichi A6 for me, and it did everything that I wanted it to do and more. So I got a really good use out of this. I'm going to do a quick flip through just because usually I was using it as my diary. So that's why I'm not going to show any individual page because I can't promise that I'm not there just talking smack or something. No, I'm joking, but you get what I mean. So I did really like this system, and I'm definitely going to repurchase. One thing that I have been kind of debating back and forth in my mind is, do I stick with the B6 Slim or do I get the A5? I really do like this size, but I also once upon a time was in a Hobonichi cousin in the A5, and it was nice. It was comfy, but you know what? Now that I'm saying that out loud, I do remember thinking that there was too much space. And plus, if I get an A5 Slim, then I'd have to buy new accessories, new pencil board, etc., etc. And I think that will really add up in the costs. So I think because I like this size, I'm going to stick with it. And especially because it's still portable at this size, that's still a good amount of space. I think because, okay, sorry, this is what I meant by chatty. I think because a lot of the days I do a 2-column system where I'll have my to-do and time blocking, then the other side I'll have reflection and journaling. It might be nice to have a little more room for journaling. That is one thing about getting the A5 Slim, is it would give me that more space. But even on the days where I did have the 2-column system, I think if I used a ballpoint pen, then I had space left over. Let me check my archives and see if there is one that I can pull up. Okay, I think this one doesn't have anything weird on it, so you can pause and read if you'd like. so this was like kind of a reflection. I had my gratitude, and then I had my to-dos on this side, which I think is enough. Like, to be honest, I don't know if I need all that much more space. And yeah, I really don't think, I mean, I think I can make it work, because I honestly feel like the jump from a B6 to an A5 is going to be pretty noticeable. And I think I do like the B6 because it's still portable. Okay, moving on. I'm going to say that I'm satiated with this decision for now, or satisfied, I should say. I'm not eating my books. Anyhow, the next purchase, which was kind of an impulsive purchase, was I bought the Jibun Techo, the Weeks version, and I did this maybe 3 or 4 months into the year, and the primary reason was because I really wanted the pencil board so that I could keep my notebook shut. But I actually ended up really liking it. Again, let me see if I can find a page to show you guys. Okay, I think we're gonna take it, and this is actually a really good example of one that I used. This is a week that I used. I know you guys know me. I'm saying that like we're best friends. I don't really enjoy a vertical weekly as much as I do a horizontal weekly. However, the lay flat and the paper, so I'm kind of like, the reason why I'm battling between these two is because in this one, I love the paper. I love how it lays flat. But in this one, I think I like the structure of a horizontal weekly a little more. And I do like the portability. Okay, if this was in the original Tomoe River paper, it would be a done deal. I'd be getting the Weeks. Because it's not next year, I'm kind of, that's when I'm like not too sure about it. The other thing that I wish was that the week came with like a notes section, just like how in the hobonichi weeks, every week you get like notes on the side. I like having that. It is true that I did do a blank insert, but I like having it right side by side. So okay, that is what I'm thinking for here. So I haven't really decided on a Weeks yet. One of the other weeks that I was looking at was actually, I'm going to pan you up to my computer, guys. One of the weeks that I was actually looking at was the Kokuyo Pal, and it has a yearly calendar, 2 different types of monthly layouts, and then the weekly is a block format. Let me see if I can show you like this. So it's kind of almost it's almost like little mini dailies. And there is a little notes section, and this would be the Kokuyo paper, which I said I do like. But again, I'm like almost thinking if I don't buy a hobonichi something, I'm gonna end up buying a hobonichi something, if that makes sense. Like, my FOMO surrounding hobonichi is so great that I think if I get anything other than a Weeks, I'm just going to end up getting one anyway. And I know that sounds so stupid, but I mean it when I say that. When I see people with their new hobonichis, it's like something that my FOMO is too great. It's overwhelming. I'm not even joking. So through all of this is to say, I'm going to be sticking with the Jibun Techo days in the B6 slim size. And I think I'm going to be purchasing a hobonichi Weeks despite the paper, because I think I don't really use it for journaling, so it's not going to bother me as much. It's just going to be me getting a good weekly overview. And then a little spoiler, I'm going to be doing a video on it, but I'm also going to be bringing back my Leuchtturm. I don't know if I'm going to keep it moving into 2025, but that's at least something that I'm going to be introducing back into the system, maybe. So that's another thing. And anything else, like anything else that I could possibly need, I know that I already have a notebook for it. So for example, like I do have a couple little blank notebooks. The field notes, I think I have an extra completely blank one if I need any more note-taking room or a commonplace, etc. And I also do have my traveler's notebook in the standard size and And I do have my pocket bullet journal too. So what I'm saying is I don't think I'm going to be doing anything crazy, question mark. I don't know. I'll have to see, especially because I do know that like Sterling ink, I've never tried anything from Sterling ink, and there's another really interesting one too. I don't remember her brand at the moment, but she also uses the Tomoe River paper. And okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna say I'm doing for now, and I'll have to see what happens, and I'll keep you updated. Sorry for this absolutely chaotic video that I may or may not be posting. If I do end up posting it, thank you for watching. Sorry that I'm so back and forth, and this might not even be the only video that I post. I will see you next time. Thanks for bearing with me. Bye bye.